Hey everybody, I figured I'd give this new AI Studio update a try, which is similar to some of these other online vibe coding tools like lovable.dev, if you don't know it, similar to what they're talking about. Same with Replit, those are two common examples. There's many more out there, VO by Vercel and what have you, but apparently, Google's AI Studio just did some model updates as well as allowed exporting code, which you're able to do in Lovable. I don't know if Replit allows you to do that. I haven't used it much, but it's one of the features I really like. I can, work through an idea, a concept, brainstorm it, and then export that code to GitHub or something like that and work on it outside of these tools. So I'm not tightly coupled to them. So I was like, okay, I actually do have an app idea. We're back in full swing of school season, and my younger kids are often coming home with spelling tests. And while it's good to do those in person, as you should, I'd also like to build an app where I can take a picture of their spelling test that they've written down the words and have it auto-generate a test that they can now take, keep track of the score, make it a little bit fun. So we're doing the verbal stuff together, but then they're also getting a chance to work on these spelling words kind of on their own time. And I figured this would be a perfect use case. There's got to generate a bit of UI. It's got to be responsive, so it works on mobile because that's mostly we're going to be using it. It needs to use a certain number of LLM features, like it needs to read the image, extract the text from it, even if it's poorly written, and then also the text to speech. So it needs to verbally read out the word to the child so that they hear it and then now they have to enter it and correct the spelling. So I've gone ahead and written out the prompt ahead of time just so you don't have to watch me type. But generally, what I've said is create an app where I can upload photos of my kids' spelling sheets, extract the words found on the sheet, and turn them into a spelling test. During the test, it will say one word at a time along with example sentence using that word. And I go on to just describe a little bit more detail here. So I'm going to go ahead and click build. If it takes a minute, I'll probably fast forward some of the video, but I'm not going to skip over any key details. So let's get started. This is the first time I've ever used this tool. So I have no idea if this is going to work. If you're watching this, something worked, even if it ends up being a total failure. If we got somewhere, I'm going to show it anyway, just because I think it'll be educational for everybody. So let's get started. All right. Pretty similar interface to VO, well, and Lovable too. They all kind of have this interface on the left hand here where you can see original prompt. It's starting to think. Kind of see some elements here. I kind of like that it's showing me what I can add to the chat. Increase engagement, motivation for children by adding gamification elements like points, badges, stars. Oh, this is interesting. It's almost like it's read my prompt and it's making recommendations in real time of stuff to add to my idea before it's even built it. That's actually really interesting. Gamification, analyze image, enable your app to understand images. I did ask for that, so maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just guessing, or maybe it just got lucky. Add custom instructions. Okay, still running here. I'll probably pause for a minute, and then we will be right back once it's done this initial pass. All right, we are back. As you can see on the left here, it says it ran for a total of 111 seconds, thought for 39 seconds. So, let's call it under 2 minutes. It's turned this prompt into what looks to be a functional app sitting in front of me. Looks like I can switch devices here, current screen size. I can switch to mobile. That's nice. You can see it's in fact responsive. Spelling test AI, turn spelling sheets into interactive tests. Cool. Okay. Let's go create new test. So I just Google imaged some spelling worksheets. These are all pretty well written. I guess we could use them anyway. It's a good starting point. I should have written some down on a piece of paper and then uploaded or actually got one of my kids' real spelling tests. But let's move forward with this. So we're gonna upload maybe this one here. Um, it's nice it showed the image preview right away. That's a nice little touch. Back to home, create new spelling test. All right, extract words. Let's see if this works. Spelling test. Okay, it's given it a name. Let's call this I don't know, test number one. Super original. At HDI. Interesting. So if you look at that original sheet here that I used, you can see it's trying to mix up the child. So it's got like incorrect spelling on both sides. and then the correct spelling. What is super cool about this, I didn't even realize that when I had uploaded this, but what's interesting is the AI is actually, has it got them all right? Yeah, it has. Incredible. Um, Very cool. So even if it's a sheet like this where it's not entirely clear to the, I just uploaded this and said turn it into a test. So it's going to start the test. Speaking, I don't hear anything. Let me see. Do I need to enable something in my browser here? Nope. I'm gonna mess with this and pause. I'll be right back. Just so you're not looking at me try to figure out how to turn on the audio for this thing. Be nice if we could hear it. So one sec. Okay. So when I do play it, I do hear it in my headphones. I'll play it for you now. I don't know if the audio is going to come through here. I don't know if it will, but let's give it a go. So you should be able to hear it say at. Nope, I don't hear it in my headphones now that I'm recording on this tool. That's too bad. But I mean, you'll just have to trust me. When I when I turned off the recording, I clicked listen. It did read it, and then it reads out the sentence. So very cool. We'll go check answer. It's correct. Next word. Spinning up on how to speak it. Says it's speaking it again. Oh, it did just say it. I wonder if you. I'm hoping you heard that. Okay, so it did actually read it out to me. Interesting that it didn't before. If I click this, maybe that's a bug. No, it's working. Okay, let's check that answer. Correct. Okay, we'll blaze through some of these. Let's just put in incorrect answers. Won't let me do it unless it's finished speaking. Check answer. Incorrect. Next word. Oh boy. I'm gonna pause so you don't have to watch me do a spelling test. We'll get to the end. Be right back. Okay, we're back. It took a little while. What I notice is between each of the words, it's obviously rendering the audio in real time. I wonder if I went back and ran it again, if it would do the same thing, or if the that speech is now cached. It probably isn't. So it was a little slow, but hey, it worked. I completed the test, test number one. So you can see the custom name I entered carried over. Score 8 out of 10. Excellent work. Your spelling star shows me the runs I got wrong. So my spelling and its spelling, and I can retake the test where I can go back home, which is cool. So now can I create a new test? Let's try uploading. I don't know. Let's do maybe this one. Camel, camel, happy, happy. That already tested. Let's try this. Traded. It's a decent amount of words across a table. We'll try that. Back to AI Studio. We'll upload this. That's not the one we want. Yep, that's not the one either. Where did it go? Well, I downloaded this one earlier, so let's try this. We'll go extract the words. Did it pretty quickly that time. Looks like I got them all right. Late play stick. Yeah, looks good. Let's just call this I don't know, test number two. Keeping original. Create and start test. It'd be nice if I could just create the test and then and start it if I wanted to. Can I quit the test? No, I can't. That's a good thing for us to iterate on. So now when I create a test by uploading a new image, I should not have to start it right away. I want to be able to create tests ahead of time and start them later. I should also be able to exit an active test. Yeah, let's hit it. Go, oops, got a little carried away on the enter button there. Send prompt. Okay, so as you can see, I'm using Gemini 2.4, 2.5 Pro model. There's their Flash model too. It's not particularly great at coding though. So if you're testing this out and you have access to it, you should use the 2.5 Pro. Um, yeah, let's go to tablet size here. Looks good. Can I stretch this? No. Current screen size. Yeah, it's nice that it stays responsive, nice simple app, which on my phone is exactly what I want. I can rename the app up here. I can go to full screen. I can see the actual code it's writing. Um, if you're not familiar with this kind of stuff, it might look totally foreign to you, but here it all is using React with TypeScript by the looks of it. Interesting stuff. Using SVGs for some of the imagery. Cool. Yeah, I'm not going to get too far into this just because again, it's kind of outside the scope of the video. This is us just seeing if it works. With these vibe coding tools, I'm not terribly interested in the quality of the code. For these web-based tools, I like to sort of take it offline, see what it's done, clean it up, change things that I don't particularly like or bad practices. For the most part, this is actually pretty nice. Um, but let's not focus on that side. Let's focus on the functionality. So it says, of course, I've made these changes, I've updated, blah blah blah. Here's the code changes. Neat that it shows me. If I click that, is it going to show me a diff, like a Git diff? No. Still cool that it takes me to the new file. So anyway, let's go back to the preview. We'll go create new test. Oh, it cleared mine. I guess it won't have memory. So going between I wonder if it has some sort of data store we can use. Lovable has that where you can hook up Supabase, which is sort of an online database tool. It's Postgres as an API, essentially Postgres as a service. Uh, but for now, let's go through that. But I'm just thinking if we iterate on this, and my kids are using it, they upload their test, they want to come back and try it again. If there's no way for it to remember it, and then they got to upload the test every time, it's kind of annoying. But let's quickly try the new features we implemented. So extract words. It's going to review them. Let me change anything. Those look good. We'll call this test number 3 just for clarity. I know test 1 and 2 are gone, but it'd be nice to, if they did come back, I know that this is number 3. So I can go create test. Nice. Okay, so now I can choose to start the test. I'll go start. I see I can exit here. Let's try going in the tree. Would be nice if I could go before it's finished speaking. That might be an update I make. So let's go check answer. Looks good. And now I should be able to exit. Yes. Cool. Shows me a number of words when it was created. Overall, I mean, it works. You can see it. It's a functional thing. Whoa, I don't know if you heard that, if it's still reading words to me. Oh, sorry, that's kind of distracting. It's reading out to me right now, if you can't hear that. Very strange. So there's a bug there where if I exit, it's still running the test. Okay, let's go save. The other thing I wanted to know is if, aha, that's exactly what I was looking for. Deploy, interesting. Share app, download the app. Let's try download the app. Is just going to send me some source code? Generator test. Let's open this bad boy up. Yeah, okay. So it just gives us the raw source code, which is cool. I won't open that. We've gone through it already, but boom, there you have the source code to this thing outside of Google AI Studio. Can I add it to my GitHub? We'll go sign in with GitHub to continue. We'll use my let's see what it's doing here. All repos. Yeah, I'll audit that later. Don't allow access to just everything all the time, but just to save us some time, I'll go back and disable that. Something went wrong. Fantastic. Try logging in again. Let's try configure. Configure personal profile. Oh boy. Where is it sending me? Yeah, all save. Should be fine. Okay, now it seems to work. Repo name. Let's just call it spelling test generator. Let's make it public, and we don't need a description, whatever. Let's move my head out of the way. Or does it want me to have a description? Oh, I have to give it a description. Um, Use this to help your kids with their spelling tests. Boom. Okay, go create Git repo. Now let's see if it's actually going to make it on my public profile on GitHub. Failed to load references. Okay, seems to be having some issues here, but let's try spelling test generator is a domain. So if I go to, or the repo name, hey, can I copy that? Eh, Yeah, github.com/. Oh boy, that did not work at all. github.com/geek4brains. Let's just see if it's on there. We'll go to my public profile. Spelling test generator. Okay, so you can see it was created here. If I click that, Google AI Studio, built with, start building, but it hasn't committed any of the code. That's a bit of a bummer. Where are we at? I got too many tabs open. I'm getting lost. Getting lost. Stick with me. Here we go. Um, if I refresh, am I going to lose everything? I clicked save. Should be fine. What could go wrong? Come on, Google. Yeah, looks like it's there. That's promising. Deploy app. What does that mean? Deploy on App Cloud. Oh, I don't have any projects initiated. I'm assuming that means if you're going to use Google Cloud Console, yeah, select Google Cloud Project. So this would be like deploying on the Google Cloud services. Maybe a video for another time. I'm not going to get into that now. This is going to make this video like an hour long, and it's already been 15 minutes. Um, let's try the GitHub thing again. Stage commit all changes. Oh, cool. It made a git commit. So feature initialize spelling test generator app and gives a bit of breakdown. It would be nice if this expanded so I could read this git commit a little more instead of this tiny little window. But here's all our files. Let's go stage the commit. Interesting. Interesting. No changes to commit. Okay. So it's saying it's done. This interface is a little quirky. I don't love it. It'd be nice if it like either closed or showed me like the git commit or git log or something. Just so I don't know. Anyways, I'm complaining. Okay, here it is. It committed all of the code. Now it's in my Git repo. And if I make alterations to it, then I can ask it to go in here and do another commit. So now I can go back and forth. I can just like vibe code this a little bit more, tweak it, maybe work on that one bug. Let's see if it's going to work on my phone. I do have it enabled. Just give me, or I do have it logged in to Google Studio here. Let's see if I go under build, your apps. Oh boy, I'm under my apps and it says I don't have any, but I just saved it. Am I in the right account? Yep, I am at Gavin at inputlogic.ca, and that's this account. If I go to gallery, I don't imagine it'd be under gallery. It feels like it should be under your apps. No, it's not there. Well, that seems like a bug. Says I have not created any apps yet. Wow, it's really hard to send to this camera. There we go. I haven't built any apps, but you can see I did. So that's too bad. Um, hmm. Maybe if I go back to start, if I go into apps on here, your apps, oh, spelling test generator, there it is. What if I pin it and go back on my phone and go gallery and then back to your apps? Nope. Still nothing there. Created by others, created by you. Weird. I don't know. It's the same account. Anyways, it worked. It kind of worked. It's mostly there. I was able to create the code. You saw it. Hopefully, you're able to hear that audio. Otherwise, it's going to be kind of boring. But it did work. You could hear it. It sounds like all of them. It sounds like ChatGPT, but it doesn't have any memory. You can see I came back and there is no data store. We didn't talk about a data store. I'm assuming if we went to deploy to cloud, you would be able to set up some sort of database, maybe using the heck is it called? Their NoSQL tool, Firebase. Um, Maybe you can hook up to Firebase. That'd be kind of cool. I'll save that for another video. If this is interesting, leave a comment below. If it was awful, I mean, leave a comment below. It's fine. And yeah, maybe I'll make more of these. It's kind of fun. We'll see you later. Go build something cool. aistudio.google.com. Or if you want me to build another thing, if you want me to test it, different idea, and you don't want to do it, leave that in the comments. Maybe we can build something together. We'll vibe code. What do you call vibe coding together? Like pair programming is a thing you do with other programmers together. What is pair vibe coding? I don't know.